Hi, I'm Nikki Sullivan. I started performing downtown in about 2013 after I moved home from college. I went to Temple, just like Amy. And I really found a community in open mic. I'm very avid about talking about the open mic, especially at the First Capital Dispensing Company. It's kind of where I bloomed into somebody who was insecure in my playing and writing ability into someone who felt comfortable and felt like they found a home. And I made a lot of really great friends there. And after a couple years, I actually became the open mic host. It would have been about 4 years right around this time that I would have been participating in that as the host, minus all of the restrictions that are going on right now. Open mic is so much fun. Like, I just can't, it's just so fun. Like, so basically, a typical open mic, there's a sign-up board and just a collection of random human beings playing various instruments with different skills, different music styles, some just performing covers that they like really love or thought were fun, something to do for fun. Honestly, it's all really about fun. But it was really this big expressive movement for a lot of people. So I was about 22, 23 when I started going, and it was a big age gap of like 21-year-olds all the way up to like people in their mid-50s coming out just to give a part of themselves to the room. And I mean, the Cap is such a small place, but at any open mic, it's really just that moment of letting go for a lot of people. At least that's how I feel about it. You let go and just, it's your 15 minutes of fame, if you will. Even in that moment, the little spotlight. So, all right, this first one is called Hellos Are Worth the Heartache, and I wrote it a couple years ago about the struggles that I was going through in my personal life with my family being all over the country. My parents split when I was really little, and that meant my dad moving to Colorado and then Texas, and some siblings followed each way. I'm the oldest of 8. So we're all over the place, and this was just my way of kind of coming to terms with that it's okay, because when we're all together, it makes it all worth it. So here we go. Grab your camera, have a smoke, and maybe you'll take a Valium to help you get with it. Or you can sneak away for tissues and box up all that pain. Save this moment in your mind, 'cause it's not really certain when I'll next see your sweet faces. But that clock is sure ticking down our here and now, and now we're left here to contemplate. We're just left here to contemplate again about how I wonder where you are, who you were, where you're going, where you wanted to be. I'll ask you one more time while we're here in this moment. I break free again and again and again. How I wonder where you are, who you were, where you're going, where you want to be. I'll ask you one more time while we're here in this moment. Was it worth it to flee? Goodbyes may break me, but hellos are worth the heartache. And these goodbyes may break me, but your hellos are worth the heartache. So as the night starts to sing someone's lullaby, it helps me to think we're sleeping under the same big sky. So go ahead and say goodnight to the moon tonight. I know I'm somewhere out there too, and it'll be alright, it'll be alright. It's gonna be alright. But how I wonder where you are, who you were, where you're going, and where you wanted to be. And I'll ask you one more time while we're here in this moment, was it worth it to flee? Goodbyes may break me, but the lows are worth this heartache. And these goodbyes may break me, but your lows are worth their heartache. Yeah. I'm very vocal about my struggles with mental health. I've been in and out of therapy since I was 5 years old. I've struggled with bipolar disorder, with the extremes of the mania to the extreme depression, and that's something I've been medicated for about 9 years on and off. I'm not necessarily pro-medication. It's good for some people, not great for others. It's done wonders for me. It was like a light bulb went off in my head. But especially when it comes to my music, that was a way for me to express emotion without being self-destructive, because I have destructive tendencies, especially when I get into the mania and things get a little foggy in my brain because things are just moving too fast. So it was a way for me to slow down, and writing really has helped me with that. Like I'm very big into journaling. I recommend that to anybody. It's just really great to have a positive outlet to get your emotions out rather than getting in an argument or binge drinking or anything to express yourself in a way that's safe. And I also like it because you can look back on it. So in my journaling, it somehow along the way transferred to music because music's been such a big part of my life. But yeah, a lot of my songs are very, very personal. I don't know how to write about anybody other than myself. Maybe I'm just selfish or narcissistic. I don't think that's it. But it's just a way for me to, again, channel that energy. And it's really helped. It's been very therapeutic for me, my music. It's helped me cope. This one's called Where I've Been, and it was about a period of my life where I was working in restaurants. I was struggling with substance abuse, especially alcohol, binge drinking, as people in restaurants sometimes do. And I was just really in that party culture, and it hit me. I had a really bad experience one night, and it hit me that I didn't really know these people I was hanging out with. I didn't like the places we were going, but at least I wasn't alone. So it was me trying to process that through this song. flown through my dreams. I've been seriously contemplating the practicality of switching teams. So I've been spending my nights at places that I normally refuse to go. And I've been hanging out with people whose names I barely know. And all of these new friends, they sure want me to put on a show. And I hate myself for complaining, but this loneliness is all I really know. And it's repetitive. Guess I'm a repeat offender, and it's hard to remember where I am from where I was, and I'm so dizzy from always keeping myself busy when my reality's in a tizzy, and it's hard to catch my breath. You said you love me to death. Trying to pay back student loans. I've been waiting on tables and dealing with psychotic people's groans. I've been running around in circles, so been answering lots of phones. Hell, the whole deal's making me thinner, and maybe then I'll feel less alone. But it's sure repetitive. Guess I'm a repeat offender, and it's hard to remember where I am from where I was, and I'm so dizzy from always keeping myself busy when my reality's in a tizzy, and it's so hard to catch my breath. But hey, at least you said you love me to death. Whoa, and you loved me to death. I've been inconsistently bleeding and getting less hopeful all the time, so I've been trying to refocus myself and learning where to draw the line. 'Cause I've been searching fucking frantically for a glimpse at some sort of sign, and it figures my karmatic mantra is becoming more ironically inclined. 'Cause I'm repetitive, fuck, I'm a repeat offender, and it's so hard to remember where I am from where I was, and I'm so dizzy from always keeping myself busy when my reality's in a tizzy, and it's so hard to catch my breath. But hey, at least you said you love me to death. Whoa, and you love me to death. Whoa, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da. I feel like it's like a humble brag to be like, yeah, you've made an impact on someone, how powerful that is. Like, especially having a space like an open mic to do that, or I also run a karaoke business, and it's a way, again, it's all, music's an escape. I look at music as an escape. So in a way, I've provided that space for people before, which is so humbling. I keep saying humbling, but it's just a cool feeling. It's a really cool feeling, especially when, like, one of my songs is about, I had a miscarriage while I was studying abroad, and I didn't know I was pregnant, and it was something I didn't even talk about. Like, my parents didn't know about it for years, my friends didn't know about it, and I channeled it. One day it was just raining really hard, and all those emotions came up, and I was playing guitar, and I hit a chord wrong, and I was like, that sounds kind of cool, and bam, half an hour later, I wrote a song, and it's a song that I'm really, really proud of. But in experiencing that and that pain, and then going to therapy again, big pro therapy, I've had women come up to me and be like, I've had a similar experience, and hearing it in those words, hearing, like, it's kind of like a you're not alone type thing. Music is one of those things that brings people together in such various drastic ways: sadness, happiness, anger, everything. All right, this is that song I was talking about earlier. It's called "The Pain from Spain Dances Wildly in the Rain." I was watching My Fair Lady, it was raining, I got very emotional, and this song came out. So kitschy, but the lyrics are very, very personal. Sometimes I stumble over them because if I think too much about them, I go back to that emotional state. But again, it's a way of coping and dealing with the uncomfortable things in life and how you just gotta go with them sometimes. You accept them for what they are and you try to let them go. Off to Spain to spread my wings with my guitar. I don't pack more things. What a mistake to leave her behind. She could have helped me through some pretty rough times, you know. And Barcelona, I love you, were so good to me. All things aside, it was an attack on my body. Yeah, all the pain from Spain is wildly in the rain. All the clubs and all that pot, they turned out your light and get no shot, no. Drinking and drugs, all that rock and roll, had no idea I'd kill a part of my soul, But I remember all the blood and all that pain I cried as I flushed you down the drain, whoa. So for days and days I just laid in bed, suicidal thoughts running around in my head, all the pain from Spain is wildly in the rain. Yeah, all the pain from Spain is wildly in the rain. And when I got home, the depression sank in, scratching away at every inch of my skin. And the scars, they were haunting me. De cuando vivía dentro de mí, cariño. I close my eyes and imagine your face, and there's a scar I can never erase, no. Cause you could walk, you could talk, and you look like me, we never have another chance like that, baby. But all the pain from Spain is wildly in the rain. Yeah, all the pain from Spain is wildly in the rain. All the docs, they just said I was ill, so they pumped me full of those special pills, whoa. And I buzzed around in my drug to pay, 'cause they kept me there for 6